I couldn't figure out, I gotta do some more homework on that, or maybe you can show me later, Christine, how to turn off the request. So hopefully we don't get it. Hey there, howdy doody out there.
Hello.
Top of the evening to you. We're spending our St. Patrick's Day Eve with you guys.
Like a snag in my hair. I thought I was about to be dealing with a knot, but I'm not.
No. Depending on your time zone, it might not even be evening yet.
Tatum went and got a ball to play with. That is the best girl in the world. We sat and tried to figure out how to turn off the requests. Oh, honey, don't overreact now.
How is everybody's St. Patrick's Day going?
We couldn't figure out how to turn off the requests where other people try to join the live on TikTok. So, if it glitches at all because people are requesting, and
yeah, we're gonna try to cut it off.
Sorry about it.
Yeah, and Christine, you can talk me through it later for the next time. But I'm gonna put my butter on these taters while they're still warm, so they'll melt. Yeah, so we got your traditional corned beef dinner with the cabbage and the taters and the carrots, you know, and mustard, you know, the yellow mustard.
I caught a whiff of something funny in my room. I was like,
Mama farting out there?
I was like, that ain't the pot. That's not what that smells like. What is that smell? Like,
and Mama doesn't fart like that.
And then I came out, and the smell became a bit clearer, a bit more pungent, and I said, oh, that's that cabbage. That's that other.
Recognizing that. But cabbage is supposed to be really good for you.
All right.
So there you go. So we're gonna have a good night.
I blow dried my hair today. Now it's looking extra blonde, like extra shiny blonde.
Look at you. Yeah, like the hot girls.
I had told Mom I had been waiting. I was gonna try and wait as long as I could to dye my roots, but they were just looking so long. My hair is so dark in contrast to how blonde. But I want to reassure you, I only did the top. The bottom's still dark.
Yeah, just bits and pieces.
I only did the top half.
So, anybody do anything special for St. Patrick's Day? Lots of places had parades over the weekend. Some, I think, even had them today, but I think most of them did on the weekends.
We don't do none of that raid.
No, we don't do raiding. That's right. We steer clear of all them party animals.
Don't cheat my food.
No, I'm gonna keep an eye on her. We stay clear of all them party animals. You know what I'm saying. Everybody doing the corned beef thing, guys? Can you guys? I can't tell if you guys can see.
I'm a little bummed.
Let me just move this over just so I can make sure you guys
Like,
y'all can see Meg and everything.
2-3 weeks ago, we were at Home Goods, TJ Maxx, whatever you have it, and I bought this little matching set for St. Patrick's Day, and it's these green shorts that look like kind of like the pillows with the green, what do they call it? It's not quite plaid.
Gingham.
It's the gingham. Yeah, they're like the green and white gingham shorts, and it came with a little crop top, and it has two like
strategically positioned
shamrocks. But I messed up. I should have tried it on because I didn't bother trying it on until today. Because I wanted to put it on for the first, I didn't want to wear it and post in it like before St. Patrick's Day, and then, you know, shamrocks are like up here. And my boobs hang about here.
Well, you just move them boobs up. Just for the picture. Can you put the shirt on upside down? Well, that's wrong.
So needless to say, I have a different shirt on now. Oh. This one's got shamrocks and butterflies on it.
I thought she'd be liking that.
But the shorts are still cute that I got. So, so it's alright.
That's weird with that shirt. Maybe you could wear it backwards.
Yeah, I got it at TJ Maxx, but it's giving like Temu, Sheen type.
Oh,
like,
because of the placement. Maybe
that especially like.
Maybe the Asians have higher boobs. Maybe their boobs just
high
just sitting up way high up there, you know.
Not wrong. Right.
You just never know. I'm not gonna say nothing more, but I'm gonna wait till you try it. one of my sons was over earlier, and he's like, when you going to get your corned beef going? I'm like, you worry about your own corned beef. But you tell me if this is perfection. He spends way too much time on his corned beefs, in my opinion. Is that tenderlicious or what, right? Did I do it perfecto? I'm telling you.
It's delicious.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He goes through all these motions on his. He's like, just how you doing yours? I said, you know, I'm just going to put a little broth in the pan and put the seasonings in and rinse the meat. Get, you know, that extra salt, brine stuff off it and get it on in the pan. And every hour make sure that it's, you know, turned over and turned around. And there you go.
Cabbage is a good fart fuel, so maybe I'll get some Patreon footage later.
Yeah. And so he's telling me all about. I don't think I've cooked a corned beef with him in a long time. So he's telling me how he does his now. He sears it and then puts all these different spices and then he cooks it with beer and all this stuff and then does it in the oven and he was going and brown sugar and all this stuff and I'm like, that doesn't sound like how the Irish would make their corned beef. And he bought a couple of them too. We got them on sale though. You guys see the price of corned beef? For something you gotta cook for like 6-7 hours, man, it should not be that expensive.
You tell him, Mom.
I mean, that's like something you should be able to take, you know, out of the package and quick sear on the grill and use a butter knife to cut when paying those prices. Are we Irish?
A little bit.
I'm English and Scottish, actually. And Megan is English, Scottish, and Irish. Hello, hello. Welcome in from the tuber station. So if anybody out there, we've got a new background up tonight. Can you guys see? Look at this. We are like in the Irish Valley here and all with our pot of gold. If anybody wants to add to our pot of gold, man, it's right there. There's one on each side. Fill her up, baby. Megan is super cute. And she has on her cute Irish shirt today. I thought you'd love that. I thought you were going to pick that with the butterflies. We only do corned beef usually once a year. And this is it. You guys are catching us at one time. Oh, that's right. That was a short step, right? No, you didn't get those separate.
What?
On the shirt and shorts?
Yeah. It was a togetherness thing.
Yeah, so I guess you won't be turning it if you like the shorts.
Well, I don't know how they'd feel about me returning it now that it's after St. Patrick's Day, too.
I know. Might still have the receipt in the other room.
I learned my lesson to try it on next time.
Yeah.
It's still cute.
You can still wear the shirt. And we were thinking it was like, you know, gonna be, you know.
It'd be like little nippy covers.
Yeah. Nope. Nope. This is good, but I get my fill of it once a year. I think it makes you appreciate it more that one time when you have it.
Could maybe have it like twice a year.
We're just having regular, it's a sourdough bread. Yeah, I was gonna make some Irish bread and I didn't. I did not. And it's been raining and icky and cold here all day, so we get the fireplace going.
You promised you were making brownies today, so I
And I
hope you're
didn't.
gonna hold true to that.
I'm gonna have to make regulars.
She said, "Oh, I found some brownie recipe."
I did, but you know what? It was so nasty out. I found out I needed one more thing. That's why I didn't.
And the nasty weather made you realize that?
I didn't want to go out and get it.
Oh.
I found this recipe I wanted to make today. And I was going to make it, and I told Meg I was going to make it. But I didn't realize it needed one ingredient that I didn't have. This is like the one day, I didn't even have to leave the house today. I mean, which doesn't happen that often. And it's still raining out. It's been raining out since midnight last night. And I like the yellow mustard on this. Some people like, that spicy mustard. I like just the regular yellow mustard. And I'm not a big mustard person. Only certain things.
I'm not big on mustard, but you gotta do it every day.
Mustard?
Mustard. Every day.
Oh, mustard. Yeah.
Won't make the rules.
Yeah.
Y'all mustard every day.
I do most days.
We're eating corned beef and cabbage.
And it is. Mm-hmm.
Who was that?
Bring it on.
What are you guys eating for St. Patrick's Day?
I just, like I said, I can't believe the price that they get for this. It's crazy. And then, when you slice it, it's one of the few meats that...
Ooh, shepherd's pie, yum.
That's an Irish dish. Irish soda bread.
You can come up here.
It is corned beef and cabbage. No, not bacon.
Do you need a boost?
It's one of the few meats that you actually, once it's cooked, you cut it against the grain. Because if you cut it with the grain, then it gets like really stringy and stuff. It's really weird. But most meats you cut the other way, otherwise it can be tough. Just a little tidbit, from all this culinary expertise we have going on here.
Is it hotter up here on the couch?
Don't forget to send those heartbeats. TikTok wants me to get them heartbeats, guys. Yeah.
She made mine look less cool.
Your heartbeat?
Yeah, like almost looked cool when I was doing it, and then you started doing it, and it made me not look as cool.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys, guess what's coming up?
She outbeat me. Hit it.
First day of spring, I believe, is on the 20th, so it's only like 3 days away. I'm looking forward to that. Your reactions to my cooking are their favorite. Well, tonight's reaction is a good one, though, because she's really enjoying this one. And I must say, I am as well. And so, Megan didn't get, any warts or anything since we saw you last.
Yeah, guys. I told you they tried to put me in the shackles of warthood, and I said, not me. I relayed that message to you guys, right? That I'm not a warty girl.
So,
I've been wart-free.
And she's all healed up from where he scraped.
Yeah, it felt great today. Standing in the shower, I was putting weight on my little toe.
Look at that.
Or technically my big toe. And I was like, oh yeah, no
like
more.
A big girl now. Yeah.
No more problems. I had a clogged pore on my toe. For anyone that doesn't know.
I know.
But my primary care doctor tried to say it was a wart.
But it was not.
And I said,
no, no, no. This is the wartless zone.
I got all my shots. I don't get warts.
Has anybody tried any of that new Harry Potter stuff out that we did? When did we do it? About a week or two ago? I was just trying to get the crumbs on your lap.
Whose dog is this? Oh. Someone come get your dog. Someone come get your dog. She's trying to eat my food.
She probably sees those carrots.
Excuse me. I already told you can't have this. What part didn't you understand?
She's saying, but Mama didn't put any garlic in it.
But there was onions in it. That's why we can't have it.
This is true. I did cook onions with it. There's not on the plate, but I put onions in to cook it.
We can't share this dinner with you, baby. But you had some ground beef tonight.
We have 2 lovebirds. I guess you can hear them, hence the question. 2 lovebirds. We got them in October, and we hand fed them. They're really pretty sweet. Oh my gosh, an ant!
Get out of here.
What's this look like, a picnic? But this is the time of year in our area when the weather's really kind of quirky, that you know, the ants will start like coming up out of the ground and not knowing where to go and what to do. But I think they kind of hibernate almost, and then they come out and they're looking for, you know, goodies. So that means it's time to get out that. I find this is not sponsored, but there's that ant stuff. I think it's called Toro. That works really well. Just saying.
Guys, I hate to admit it, but I've been enjoying a little bit of true crime.
Really?
Well, and I know you'll hate to hear this because you're not a fan of her. But remember Miss Mango Butt, or whatever her name is?
Yes. She used to do that, cover the true crime stuff.
I don't know how long she's been doing it, but she did a video talking about Ash Trevino. And because I guess I didn't realize Ash Trevino, like, I've never really dug deep to find it, but, like, you know, everything I know about her is against my own will.
It's not good. Yeah.
It's all come up on my feed without me searching for it. Like,
me too. Don't follow her. Don't. I'm sure everybody knows,
but
has at least heard the name.
So I've heard her refer to herself or whatever, and people refer to her, I guess, as the inmate hopper.
Oh.
I guess Ash Trevino
Is drawn to.
has married multiple inmates, like,
While they were in jail? Oh.
like met them through some sort of pen pal,
Yeah.
whatever. Becomes their girlfriend and quickly marries them and whatever. And
That's actually a syndrome, I think.
and it's there's illness on both parts, because the guys that are locked up and doing it, they're just doing it to get
They
like,
don't care.
money and potentially someone to see,
Put money
and
on their
whatever, and
commissary or whatever they call it, and somebody that'll come and visit them.
like it's not the love story that you know, when you meet in there. It's one thing, you know, if you're with someone before they go to jail or whatever, that you know, but
Then you know them.
Right.
Hopefully.
you know, not hating on the ladies riding for your man in jail out there.
And does she like the real, like, hardened criminals, or?
So that's what Mango Butt was covering, was basically talking about like all the different inmates and like their crimes, and like they were like pretty bad crimes, like unalived and.
Well, maybe she likes the ones that will never get out. And that way she never has to, like, really have a relationship with them.
And she would be at jail as often as they would allow for visitations. And she was bringing her daughters, and she would take pictures every time she would go to visit them, you know.
Who would bring your kids to some guy?
Well,
This is your new stepdaddy.
Well, literally, there was
ching.
a whole thing about, like, she was posting, like, that her youngest daughter, like, making it try to sound like this one guy she was married to in jail was, like, that her youngest daughter's dad, even though it was like, oh, she's so excited to see her daddy, and blah, blah, blah.
Does she go after the ones, like, that have money in there? So that they send her money or something? You know, the family?
So. But I can play it for you.
What nationality? Not that it matters. What nationality is she?
Ash Trevino?
Yeah.
I think she's Mexican.
That's what I thought. So does she go mostly for Mexican men in jail?
That's a good question. I wasn't really paying attention to that aspect of. Yeah, I think they seem mostly Hispanic. I think, yeah.
So she likes the bad boys.
I think.
Like the really bad boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways.
The ones that, if they ever get out, will probably get deported.
So, she came up, Miss Mango Butt, I can't remember what her name is right now. Is it like Stephanie?
Stephanie, yes, it is Stephanie.
Is it like Stephanie Sue or something?
Yes, it is. Well, because she's got different names on there, but yes,
Yeah.
Stephanie Sue and Mango Butt are both hers.
So she came up just on my For You page because I had watched.
On YouTube?
Like, yeah. On YouTube I had watched like one or two other, like there was the Camilla interview.
And hers are really long, her.
Yeah.
Some of them are like 2 hours.
That's what I was saying, like, I think I was like cleaning the house while I was listening to it, because I remember looking at like a few instances where she was showing pictures like with the inmates
Oh,
and
so you
stuff.
stopped to try to.
But that's what I don't remember seeing, like the faces of like all the inmates and see if they were all Hispanic or not. Excuse me. Meg, I DM'd you on IG to help turn up. Oh.
To what?
To turn off the notifications.
Oh. I think I have it off now. After so many of you saying no, then you can finally turn it off, I think. So I think I got to that level this time.
How do you, she said go to host and then settings.
It's
and
turned
then
off
turn
now,
off
though.
invites. Okay, you got it off.
Yeah. After it goes so many times, then finally they send you a thing saying, do you want it?
I was going to say, I don't know how to go to like host. I don't know how to get to that part.
But I'll definitely try to figure it out next time. And do like maybe a test on it.
That's what we were trying to figure it out before we came live, and then we were like, maybe you have to do it when you're live, like.
Yeah. Do you have to do it when you're actually live or before you go live? Okay, so finish your story.
That was basically it. That I hadn't watched any of Stephanie Sue's videos in a long time.
Oh, I haven't in a million.
Or whatever, yeah. But she came up because she had done an Ash Trevino video. And so I was like, oh, I'll listen, you know, whatever. And it was like an hour and a half or something. It was a long one. And then I kind of enjoyed the way she delivered the story and
I'll
stuff.
watch her off and on.
It depends what
she
the
goes.
content.
Yeah, and she goes through like, you know, waves of how she does it. Like for a while she'll cover like all of these crime cases like that happened over in either she's Korean, I think, right? I think
so.
Yeah. So they take place like over in Korea or whatever. And she references all these things, and I have no point of reference on them, so they start to get really boring for me. But when she covers true crime, except from like American cases and stuff that you can have a reference to it, then if it's an interesting one, I'll watch it.
Yeah, so I started listening to a few. That's what you came in the kitchen the other day when I was playing one of her videos, and they were talking about, oh, buried his wife or something. And you were like, who's that about? I'm like, I don't even know. I just clicked one of her random videos and was listening to it for a few minutes to see if it was worth like listening to.
But I think on that one now she pretty much just does the true crime on her Mango. But
hi, Joe.
She had gone through a phase of doing all kinds of like crazy different stuff that was not interesting to me.
Well, and then there's also this TikToker who I think she might have also done an Ashley video. This girl, Call Me Chris, is her like @ name or whatever. And I know her from like TikTok. I think she might have been on Vine or something. I don't know where her origin is.
She's been around for a while.
But she's been around for a while, and I think a little while ago. Oh, Tate, your ball went under the couch. How am I supposed to get that?
The true crime thing's a tough thing to cover too. Because there'll always be a long one unless you make it a part 1, part 2, part 2.
There's this other girl, Call Me Chris, or what? I think that's her name. I knew her from TikTok, and I think a while ago it seems like she's got quite a few videos up. I think she converted to more of the YouTube side of things and more long format. So she had like a few true crime videos that I was also listening to. It has to be like I'm picky about like when I watch movies too these days. Like there has to be someone credible in it for me these days. And the same like with like YouTube and stuff. Like if I know that they like that I like them, they're not like what.
If it's
then
all just
I'll give them a listen
pretend drama
whatever.
and stuff.
But yeah, I can't listen to like every YouTuber or every TikToker that starts a YouTube channel and I can't listen to every true like if it's just some random person that I have no idea, unless it's a case that I really want to hear about specifically. But like for some reason, to me, like there has to be some sort of like relevance, like to me, whether it's like I like the person speaking about it or I'm interested in the case
story itself,
or whatever. Like I can't just like find a random true crime podcast and start listening and just listening to all kinds of true crime. Like I have to, I don't know.
And the problem with the true crime that comes up on my feed on YouTube, on TikTok, is it doesn't cover enough of the story.
Right. They'll be like, okay, part 2, part 3, and then but they make it hard to find all the parts.
And it's hard to follow, and they seem to, you know, if you're going to do it and you do it well, you should be doing it on YouTube or, you know, a platform that's designed for that.
Yeah, because I like to just put my headphones in and be able to listen to it and not have to search for
balls under the couch.
Yeah.
That's a personal thing, and I'm really getting sad because I think I'm coming up on the last season that at least that I can watch for free of the Downton Abbey on Prime. I've been enjoying that. I really have. So after I finish watching that series, I have to find another one. I do like to watch series. And I found it really well done. And like I said, I think it's coming up on the end of the free ones. And there's so many that I'm hoping when I watch all the free ones that I'll be able to cycle back or circle back. And then they'll start having, you know, releasing like more seasons for free. I don't know if they do that, but that's what my plan is, because You can spend a lot of money otherwise. And that's the whole idea of using like the Roku and the Prime, all that. Then it's, you don't have to pay for that. That's why I stopped with cable, because I didn't want to have to pay for all that.
Look at you.
Oh, and I don't like the true crimes that leave a cliffhanger either.
Yeah.
If you're gonna cover it to the end.
Can I sit with you, Tatum? Thank you so much. Such a good girl. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Nothing worse than them not they should follow it through the trial or whatever.
Oh, not happy?
But years ago, like I even used to love to watch like like the 60 Minutes and 2020 and or 24 Hours or a lot of those.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Yes, to you too. You get full. This is our once a year corned beef dinner.
Excuse me.
I wonder how often people over in Ireland actually have corned beef. I wonder if it's more of a winter thing over there too, because it takes so long to cook,
Alexa, do people in Ireland eat corned beef often?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, yes, corned beef and cabbage is a traditional Irish dish.
That's all they're gonna give us, I guess. Is a
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Yep, they do. Next. Hi. She's so beautiful, Tina. What's for dessert? What are you serving for dessert?
So yeah, spring is in a few days, and I'm hoping. I think the groundhog said that spring was supposed to come earlier on time or whatever. Yeah, on time, I guess. It's either on time or 3 weeks late. I think. Isn't that how it works? If he sees his shadow, it's going to be an extra 3 weeks of.
That's exactly how I feel about this conversation.
Yeah. Wow, this is good.
I don't know why she's looking at me like that, Tate. Why don't you ask her? Why don't you ask Mommy? Say, why are you looking at me like that? Say, Mommy, why are you
Hi,
looking
honey.
at me like that?
Because I want you. Thank you. I don't have any crumbs on my face, honey. Sorry. So I'm licking your hand. So yeah, and what else? So that was.
I want dessert.
Oh, I should have done something Irish for dessert, I guess. Yeah. So is she married now? That Ashton that you were watching this. When you were saying she was on the true crime thing, why was she on there? Just because she dates guys in jail?
Ashton?
I mean, what's her name?
Ash Trevino?
Ash Trevino.
Yeah, no, she was just talking about, like, the, inmates that she's been married to and the crimes that they did, and, like...
Is she married now, do you know?
I think she just got divorced recently, or is going through a divorce or something.
I mean, isn't that weird? Like,
She said she's been married, like, 3 times to men in jail.
to marry someone in jail, like, so it's one of those real fancy ceremonies, it's probably like virtual or something, and then you never obviously have a honeymoon or anything like that, and you never live together. I mean, nothing. There's
Well, one of them, like, got out and like, moved in with her, and they I think, lasted, like, 2 weeks or something, and then...
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
that was part of the storyline.
And then But I mean, if you're married and then you get divorced before he even gets out, or so, like you said, some of these guys are never getting out anyway.
They were together longer when he was in jail than when he was out. Like they were together like a year or something, or 9 months or something, while he was in jail and got married, whatever, and then he got out and didn't even last like a month or something.
You know, the little bit I know about her, Ash Trevino, I think she's a terrible mother. The little bit I know, but now I think she's even worse than I had thought before.
Yeah, because she was also like bringing home these criminals.
Yeah, I mean,
to where her kids would be, and like introducing them to.
And fresh out of jail.
Yeah.
I mean that's bad. Like, you would think that they wouldn't even allow that, you know, because I think when you get released out of jail, in a lot of cases, especially if you're a hardened criminal, you have to like have a place to live. They, you know, you get a parole officer or whatever they call all that, and you wouldn't think, because I think isn't she down in like Texas or somewhere down south? That they wouldn't let you get out of jail and go move in with a woman that you didn't know before you went to jail, that has 2 young daughters. I mean, that's just bizarre. And especially now that the girls are getting a little older. Aren't they like teenagers?
Yeah, now I think they're like 13 and 16 or something like that. I've had enough of this talk of her. It's been dragged on too long. I want dessert.
She wants dessert. Guys, do you have suggestions for dessert for tonight, guys? Because I didn't make anything yet. I was gonna, and yeah.
You see how upset Tatum is?
I know, and I'm the terrible mother because I was gonna make these special brownies that I found this recipe, but I just didn't feel like, I was short one ingredient, and I just didn't feel like going out in the rain to get it. But
well, now we might have to go out in the rain to get something else because.
Well, I have stuff to make other recipes. I just don't have anything.
I don't want the same brownies we've had 3 nights in a row, though. With your dang nuts.
Did you call me nuts?
No, you're dang nuts.
I'm dang nuts?
Yeah.
Wow. You know, I think I've been called worse. By nicer people.
She's been making, which they're good, which last night you didn't make the fudgy ones, did you?
No, I didn't.
You made the milk chocolate ones.
I did.
I could tell the difference.
I knew you
very
were
happy.
I knew.
You could tell the difference too, and you could
Yes.
tell why I like the fudgy ones.
I know. I made milk chocolate brownies, and even though she likes milk chocolate better than dark chocolate, but with brownies, she wants fudge brownies.
So listen,
She's a specialist when it comes to the brownies.
Here's the skinny. The box brownies from the grocery store were on sale, like 5 for $5 or something like that.
It was a bargain.
So we said, all right, we'll get 5. So like 2 nights ago, okay, so I'm jumping ahead, excuse me. So when we were selecting our 5, we got 2 of the fudgy, 2 of that milk chocolate, and 1 of the dark chocolate brownie mixes, if you will. So a few nights ago, Mother said, I'm off to the kitchen to make our brownies, dear. And I said, oh, how splendid it is.
You'll be making those fudge ones, won't you?
Oh, I didn't say, but I could tell that they were the fudge. And
yes, they were.
She knows I've made it very clear that I'm a fan. Really, we should have just bought all 5 fudge.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I could make, not tonight, but next time, because we do have 1 box of the milk chocolate ones left. When I make those, I could like add in some chocolate chips and stuff, and I think they'll be better.
So, like 2 or 3 nights ago, she made the fudge. Delicious. Yum.
Very good, very good.
Then, last night, she said, I'm off to the kitchen again. And I said,
Sorry, honey.
oh,
Sorry.
Hey.
Scared her. What was I thinking?
What are you doing now? So, she made the brownies, and I sampled them. I said, you know, these aren't quite the same.
Yeah.
So I bet she made the milk chocolate batch.
But like, I don't follow the recipe on the box though. I don't use oil. I soften butter. I use butter instead and stuff. So I change it up. But It just makes things go really fast. But I do
The
have.
oil's what makes them fudgy, though.
But the butter's better for you.
Oil's okay.
Yeah.
It's alright. Every once in a while in a brownie mix, it's okay. It's alright.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I don't really want a box of milk chocolate brownies tonight. However, I could settle for fudgy brownies with chocolate chips in them.
Okay.
I could.
We wouldn't have to go out in that rain and melt.
I could maybe
because we're so
settle
sweet.
But she's been putting these nuts on them, and I've been saying, okay. Usually when she makes brownies, she'll do half nuts, half not nuts. The last few times, she's been going all nuts.
All in. That's right. And I've been using pecans too, and I like pecans. I mean, I like
so
walnuts
I've been
too.
saying, all right, I'm not gonna say nothing, but I think it's time we need a little
mix it up,
change, because you've been going a little nuts.
Okay.
All nuts.
So it would be acceptable to you for me to make chocolate fudge brownies with chocolate chips tonight. Would that be okay with you?
I suppose that would. It would save us a trip to the store, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, not that I'm a terrible mom or anything. I mean, I'm going to do this for her because that's how I am. But, it's not like I marry men in jail and make her go and say, oh, look at your stepdad behind them bars. You call him dad.
She's got it out for Ash tonight. Mom's on your ass, Trevino.
I just can't imagine. I mean, she does. It's okay if people are like that, but not having children.
Yeah.
Once you introduce kids into it, it kind of makes it a little different story, in my opinion.
That's I think a lot of people have a similar opinion where they see, like, there's videos of her getting, like, super worked up and, like, bursting out in tears, like, over a guy that's in jail or something. If a guy, doesn't answer her phone call, she's like, oh, my God, the world's over. But
oh, yeah, because he's probably out with another woman. He's
behind
bars.
But then there's, like, she's sitting on live, and her daughter's in the background, like, Mom, I just threw up. And she's like, oh, okay. And goes back to, like, dancing on live stream, and she's like, Mom, I just threw up, why are you dancing? Like, and
I know, she's a bit of
crying over these jailbirds.
It's bad. Add chocolate syrup and milk chocolate to the milk chocolate ones? Yeah, and chips. Yeah, that might not be a bad idea. Actually, I have the Hershey's special edition, whatever, dark syrup. That might chocolate it up. They're even a lot lighter in color too.
What are?
The milk chocolate brownies.
Yeah, I didn't like what they had going on.
They didn't even look like the box.
They were just, when I saw them, I was like, who's that light-skinned bitch?
What did she do to me? What is she trying to trick me?
It's like, where's my fudgy, delicious, full of...
I'm sitting here waiting, smelling something chocolate in that oven, and then you bring me this.
Full of goodness. And then, this is milk chocolate bullshit.
I know. I'll doctor up that last box, though.
Does anyone else have a similar
Meg is my soul bestie. I swear, from 0 to 100 energy is awesome.
What's going on here? Oh, you're on my beer belly.
She's giving you some luck of the Irish.
She don't care about me. She's in here for the corned beef and carrots.
She's looking for them carrots. She loves carrots.
Hey, Hey,
Don't
that
you,
ain't yours.
Don't you be putting your nose in
You
there.
ain't getting no
She backed right up. Look
You
at
ain't
that.
get no
What a
invitations.
good girl. What
Here
a
she
good
goes
girl.
back on the beer belly. She said, "All right,
Aw.
nothing for me here." Oh, oh, that's my baby.
Oh, look at that.
That's
See?
my baby girl.
Look at
Oh, you're just the cutest baby girl. Oh, that was very
that.
sweet.
She is.
Hi,
We do
honey.
feel very fortunate to have her. She's the best.
Hi, gorgeous girl. She just fits right in my little crevices. If there's a space, she'll fill that place. Huh, you're just a snuggly bugly girl.
I know. See, what's the next holiday coming up is what, Easter, right?
Yeah, you like Easter, Tatum, don't you?
She does. She does. So yeah, we got let's see. Well, we got one of my son's birthdays is coming up too in a couple weeks. But spring is in a couple of days. So we're gonna have to definitely make sure we got all our springness going on. And I'm feeling there's something I wanted to maybe I'm gonna look. We might try tomorrow and do a live during the day. Maybe. In the car, maybe.
Okay.
It's something not crazy.
You know what's really weird that I just noticed?
What?
Recently, I've noticed, and I thought I had like a pimple or a sty or like an ingrown eyelash or something on this eye, but it looks like maybe I just have the same eyelids as you because it looks like you have a similar bump on your left eye too, like in the middle of your eyelashes. It's like a little bit of a raised
Maybe
spot.
it's genetic.
Yeah. I was like, oh, maybe there's like a little bump under there. Maybe next time I go to the eye doctor, I'll have it checked out. But it looks like you might have the same little. I don't know if you noticed what I'm talking about, but there's like a little bit of like a weird separation in the eyelashes.
Yeah.
And it's not on this. Looks like you got the same.
On the same eye.
On the same eye.
Yeah, but see, I probably don't notice it because I can't see out of that eye.
Yeah.
So for anybody who doesn't know, I'm blind in one eye, so.
She left me. I wasn't paying.
But yeah, there's something. I'm gonna look and see. We might come on live during the day tomorrow. She's showing
like
you guys,
this-
giving you a close up.
You wouldn't know it unless you really look up in the mirror. There's like a little bump and a separation in the lash. It looks like you might have the same, but maybe I'm just seeing things.
Well, I'm seeing you seeing me.
Tatum, you see us?
Oh, look at the love. Oh, it's the love of the Irish.
You want a hug?
You want to come give lovin's?
You want a hug?
Come on down. You're the next contestant. I'll move my water ball. Oh, no. No, if that's what your game was.
If that's what you're here for, then get.
If you were here for that, I thought you were here for the love. Yeah, the love. So yeah, we might come live tomorrow. I'll look it up and see.
Can someone
it's
explain
a thing.
what was she doing the last few days? Because her ponytail stayed in all day today.
When we weren't here. So what does she
Just
do when we're
reminded
not
me.
here?
Said I love her little ponytail. So the last 3 days when we've come home from work, the last 3 nights, we'll come home and Tatum runs in and greets us at the door.
As always.
And there's been no ponytail in her hair. And I know every morning I put a fresh ponytail in her hair before leaving. And we return and she's got
the ponytail
crazy.
fairy comes.
And so that's what I'm like, this is literally the only time she's ever like taken a ponytail out.
Yeah.
We'll literally see it like hanging on, like
I'm
it'll
very-
slowly work its way out of her hair and you'll just see like the tiniest bit of hair still gathered in the ponytail.
It's so funny.
And it'll take like a whole like day for it to like do that. So the fact that we would leave and come back in like 8 or 9 hours and it's completely out.
And
when
it looks like it's been out for a while.
And I
she's
put it in fresh before we left. I'm like, the math isn't math. Like, what? Tatum,
what do
where
you
are
do while we were gone the past 3 days?
Speaking
Do you
of
guys
which,
think she's got like a boyfriend or something?
But so, yeah, that's like the only time, or if I've reused a hair tie sometime and
If
it's
it was
already
loose.
stretched out,
Yeah.
that, yeah, it'll be like loose and she'll like sometimes swat it out of her hair. But these have been fresh hair ties. I've been doing it nice and tight. The last few days we come home, no hair tie in the hair.
Yeah. But today, we were here all day, and
The hair tie is still in the hair. So Tatum, who's been coming and taking the ponytail out of your hair?
when we're not here, and that's something new. But she is. She's a little sweetie. We love her.
Who is it?
We were talking about you. Yeah.
Who's been taking your ponytail out?
Oh, she doesn't want to talk about it.
She walked away like she
She
did
does
something
not
wrong.
want to be talking
Oh,
about
because
that.
I said OUT.
Oh.
She said, I don't want to go out right now, thanks though.
No, yeah, I'm good. It's
No,
raining
I
out
don't.
there and it's cold and it's dark.
I said, no, I don't want
It's
to
dark.
go
I'm
out.
not allowed out after dark.
Turned around like, out? Oh.
The street lights are on.
I saw something the other day that was like, if you don't walk your dog, you don't deserve dogs or something. And I'm like, I guess like if you have like a big dog, but like if I walk Tatum. She
Yeah.
has a leash, she has a harness, we go on walks multiple times a week, like whatever. But she doesn't walk maybe as much as some dogs.
But she
because
does like the zoomies in the house. She runs around the
she's
house
a
all
little
day.
dog. She's never been overweight a day in her life. Like she's fine, but and so I didn't take offense to it because like I know whatever.
They weren't talking to you.
But I'm like, if you ask her that, I'm the bad owner for the amount of walks I do take her on. She thinks I'm like when we get back from walks, she's very happy. She's got the endorphins going, the runner's high, if you will. But leading up to and during the walk,
we have to close the bedroom doors so she doesn't go hide under the beds.
and the whole time on the walk, the only time she's happy to usually be on a walk is when I say, okay, we got to the end, let's turn around and go home. Then she very
she
quickly
picks up the pace.
She's like, yes, let's go home. She does like a good run on the beach though. She does. She will.
It has to do with she does not like to be dressed. And we put a harness on her because we would never put a leash on her little neck.
And we can sometimes take the leash off
So
at the beach. So
yeah.
she does kind of like the beach.
So the only places that she likes to go for a walk and run around is the farm or the beach, and we can only go to the beach certain times.
But if I say, do you want to go out in the yard? She's right at the door because I never put her harness on to just let her out in the yard.
To go out in the yard.
So if I say, you want to go usually OUT, but she knows it's crappy out.
Yeah.
Today. She's like, no, I don't want to, I don't want to go out there more than I have to.
I'm so sweet. I would melt in that rain.
Speaking of dessert. Thank you guys so much for watching, but we have to get going because
I have to either make some brownies or we're going to have to do something about this because apparently the sweet tooth is really kicking in on to my left. To the left, to the left. All the brownies you own are in the box to the left.
Sing it.
Just saying. Yeah. So I hope everybody had an amazing St. Patrick's Day. I hope everybody got their fill of their corned beef because we probably won't be doing this again for another year on the corned beef thing, But we might come live tomorrow. I gotta look it up and see. And it might do it in the car. Because it's not supposed to be nasty tomorrow. There you have it. There you have it. So go catch some true crime. Fill us in. If there's any that you guys have seen that we should be checking out, let us know. Because we like a good crime. I do like those
Oh
crime
yeah,
shows.
that's what I was saying. Also, like with movies and stuff, like if there isn't like someone that I know or like, it sounds weird. I don't know them, but like if there's someone I'm not a fan of or like or something like in a movie, like I'm less likely. Like there's so many random movies on like Amazon Prime that I'm like I don't know anyone in this cast. I can't. Like sometimes they're good. But I'm like, I just can't jeopardize my eyes seeing a bad movie and a bunch of random people that I don't know who.
Being bad in
Who
the
are
movie.
these people in my room?
What are you doing watching this bad stuff?
That's, I mean, it's like, it's one thing to like go to the theater and there's like strange people on the screen, but like this, they're in my home.
In your room.
That's what it's like.
Yeah, you know, that's a weird thing. Yeah, you have strangers in your room, right?
That's what it's like.
That is
I like
weird.
to know that, you know, maybe they.
I mean, I don't even know that I'd want some of these strangers in my living room, never mind in my bedroom.
I'm just, you know, it's just, I mean, when you think about it, it's like.
I mean, you're like entertaining in your bedroom. I guess you're being entertained in your bedroom.
Yeah, and there's only so many
Yeah.
shots that I give to, who's in your room?
Good question. We like to know.
We'll catch you next time with
We're-
the answer.
That's right. We might be live tomorrow, but maybe during the day. We might come on during the day tomorrow.
Yeah.
I got something I'm thinking.
Whoa.
We haven't done a car video in a while,
yeah.
so we might do it in the car. That could be fun. We do like doing it in the car once in a while, so
Ooh,
that could be fun.
Yeah. Tatum brought another toy. We're on a roll, baby. We're gonna end.
That's as old as she is.
We're gonna end the show, Tatum. Did you want to say goodbye to the folks at home? Say thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, and turn on your bells and whistles. Make sure you're subscribed on YouTube or following on the ticker and the talker, because you just never know. We come on random times. We don't have a real
Thanks
set
for
schedule.
watching. Bye.
Oh, and don't forget, Megan has a Patreon.
Yeah.